Hi there, this is Ronnie, Amber's Night coming at you with a video. This is Monday 3rd June, and on the 1st of June, the Saturday, I went to Wappinshaw, which is the War Games convention in Glasgow. I enjoyed myself. There was a good number of traders there, some very good tables, and I enjoyed it. I really did. My girlfriend wasn't quite as enamoured, but she's not really into wargaming, so that's understandable. Her two boys were there, and they seemed to have a bit more of a good time, so that wasn't so bad. Did I buy anything? Well, I did. I bought some stuff, which I'm going to show you. One of the things I did buy, which I don't have with me for obvious reasons, is there was a copy of the board game Dragon Quest, the old TSR one, and it was sitting there complete for £12.50, and I have it. I already own it, but I thought it would be a really good game for the two boys, so my girlfriend and I went half-us on it, and they now have the game, and I think that's great because I think they'll enjoy it. For myself, I bought a couple of things which I'm going to show to you. First thing I bought was this Dungeoneer. This is essentially a sort of core rulebook for advanced fighting fantasy. Now, I know that there is a very well done reprint of this book, which actually calls itself Advanced Fighting Fantasy. But this was sitting £4 or £5, and quite frankly, when you see this, which, I mean, everything is here that you need. I mean, it doesn't have the world book setting, but as a straight up role-playing game, that's useful. Will I be using it per se? I don't know. I don't know whether I'm going to keep this or whether I'm going to donate it to the youth group. I'll see what happens. But it's such a simple system, I may go to the youth group. But I'm glad I got it. But I might keep it just because I'm really tight that way, because I like it. Next thing I got was this. It's a little cut down version of the Kings of War fantasy wargame rules. Clearly it's not the whole game. It only gives you a couple of the races and the bare brunt of the rules. So why did I pick it up? Well, I picked up 4 copies of it actually. I picked up one for me, one for the youth group, one for each of the 2 kids. And the reason I bought it is very simple. I had a flick through. My friend has a copy of the actual Kings of War book, the rule book. And I had a flick through it and it looked okay. And it's £25. Now that's a lot of money. This was 50p. The reason I bought 4 of them. 50p for this. The way I see it, if we get figures, and supposedly at the youth group we may get some fantasy figures, Warhammer ones, which will work fine with this. We could use this as an alternative, and if the kids really like it, they can go and get the actual rulebook. For me, myself, I like this. And okay, it's not the full rules, but for 50p, what the hell are you complaining about? So I'm quite pleased I got that. And as I say, I've got another one here for the youth group. And then I got this. Space Dreadnought. I have a I downloaded off their website. This is from Killistra Limited. On their website, they have free rules, medieval wargame rules. I'm quite fascinated by the medieval period, so I downloaded them, and army lists and so on. And they have a fantasy alternative to it. And they're all free to own. This, on the other hand, is not free to own. I managed to pick this up, however, for £2.50. And this is a fleet level spaceship combat rules, which I don't own. And what I mean, obviously I didn't own this game, but I don't own any games that cover this period. And for £2.50, I'm not going to complain. There were a couple of other games that I might have considered if circumstances had allowed. First edition Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay was sitting there for 15 quid, but I really didn't have the money. And I'm very pleased with what I have. I always feel kind of mixed when I go to these conventions, because I invariably buy something, but I invariably don't buy everything I want to buy. It doesn't matter how much money you walk in with, you will never have enough, because you will always see stuff that you can't get a hold of. I was very impressed with some of the tables on there, and it was a really good day. I'm glad I went, and I'm looking forward to next year. The only thing I will say is that they were talking about branching out and dealing with other aspects of tabletop gaming. And yes, there were some board games on display. Someone was actually playing the Game of Thrones board game, which was nice to see. And Dreadball was there, Mantic Games game, and a few others. And there were some live action roleplay people there. There wasn't a lot of RPG representation though, which was a shame. I hope that becomes more into it as the years go on. I'd like to see more tabletop RPGs get involved. I understand and fully appreciate that Wappinshaw was first and foremost, and probably will always be first and foremost, a war games convention. But I'd love to see it branch out, because there's so many aspects to tabletop gaming. But as I say, I bought a couple of nice items, and I'm very pleased with my day.